Hello, folks, and welcome back to True Crime Phenomenon. We're just going to do a quick update on Jean-Luc Brunel. Now, just a quick reminder of who Jean-Luc Brunel is. He's the owner and manager of MC2 Model Management. Now, he has close ties with Jeffrey Epstein. He's born in 1946, about 75, 76 years old. As you can see in the picture shared here, very close to Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, all three of them have ties to Israel, New York, and Florida, as Jean-Luc Brunel had offices in New York City, Miami, and Tel Aviv. He met Ghislaine in the 1980s, and he's responsible for discovering some pretty famous models, Christy Turlington, Sharon Stone, Mila Jovovich, and he has abuse allegations in Europe that go all the way back to the 1980s until he moved here in the early 2000s in the United States. Now, constant allegations of the same nature, trafficking, R-word, S assault, SA. Got to be careful what you say here because, don't want to offend anybody. Now, he had several allegations with no charges. Now, Virginia Giuffre, which was Prince Andrew's accuser, accused him of trafficking thousands of girls to Epstein. So he's kind of the third wheel in this criminal empire here. Now, when Epstein was in jail, he visited Epstein over 70 times, and he was in there for about a year. For that 2008 arrest, he got that sweetheart deal with Alex Acosta. Now, Brunel went into hiding after the 2019 arrest of Jeffrey Epstein. December 16, 2020, Brunel was intercepted by French police in Paris on a flight to Dakar, Senegal, in Northwest Africa. And he was arrested on charges of assault, criminal conspiracy, trafficking involving minors, human trafficking. And he was indicted September 2021, and he always proclaimed his innocence, quote unquote. And his lawyer said that the reason he took his life was due to injustice, due to the injustice of everything that is allegedly happening to him. I don't believe that for a second. But anyways, we're going to go to some articles here that I have pulled up. It's got some pretty interesting information here because it's very reminiscent of what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, he was on a suicide watch. So it said Jean-Luc Brunel, who killed himself in prison awaiting trial on allegations he helped secure girls and young women for pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, had attempted to take his own life numerous times, his lawyer said. The French modeling scout, 74, had a history of several suicide attempts since he was taken into custody at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, December 2020. His lawyer, Matthias Chickportik, told the Miami Herald. Now, he was found dead early Saturday morning in La Sante prison. Disgraced fashion fixture was was not under active suicide watch, called emergency protection in France, the newspaper reported. So he was not under emergency protection, which if he truly made several attempts, like they said, he should have been. If he had been under the suicide watch, he would have been placed in a special cell, which typically had rounded corners, paper clothes, and terrible bed sheets to prevent inmates from hurting themselves, the outlet reported. Brunel, who ran Karen Models in Paris and later formed MC2 Model Management with Epstein, was discovered hanging by his bed sheets in his cell in the notorious prison. Prosecutors said he was awaiting trial on charges of sexual assault, and this word here, it was also being investigated for trafficking minors, including girls as young as 12 years old, and he denied the accusations. What a terrible human being this guy is. Just a terrible person, right? All right, so let's see. Brunel was found alone, hanged in bed sheets in his jail cell in Sante prison in French capital around 1:30 a.m. local time on Saturday, the prosecutor's office told CNN. Okay, so let's see. Decision was not guided by guilt, but a sense of injustice. Really? And that's the thing that kind of bothers me about this whole situation. You've got this guy here, and it makes you wonder. He's trying to commit suicide while in his prison cell, and he's done it allegedly several times, according to his lawyer. Why was he not in protection? Why wasn't he on suicide watch? You use the American vernacular. Why was he not on suicide watch? Did somebody want this to happen? When you look at what happened to Epstein, all the different mechanisms in place to prevent, because apparently or allegedly Epstein had tried to kill himself several times as well. Now, there's more when you get into the Epstein thing about the hyoid bone, that it was broken, so it could have been strangulation. It's really hard to say. But in Epstein's case, and that's why I'm following this one so closely, is because it kind of mirrors Epstein's case in a way. You had guards fall asleep. You had multiple cameras fail. He was on watch, suicide watch. So he should not have been able to take his own life. So it always brings up alarm bells, because he was involved with some pretty serious people, some pretty serious politicians that I guarantee do not want this information out. Now, if you know anything about this case, there's allegations going all the way back to the 90s, when Maria Farmer and Annie Farmer contacted the FBI. Maria Farmer actually did in the early 90s. I think it was like 93. She was a grad student that happened to come into contact with Ghislaine and Jeffrey because of Eileen Guggenheim ran the art school that she was currently at. So you had them making contact, and then she went to work for them as a resident artist, and then they actually sent Annie Farmer to Thailand, and apparently both of them had assaulted Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's been convicted of that. However, she's probably going to get a new trial due to some jury issues there, but I'm pretty sure she's going to get convicted again. But the issue here is there are lots of powerful people that were involved. The Clintons, and if you know anything about the Clintons, look, I understand it's a little out there and it sounds wild, but the Clintons just happen to have so many close associates to them that die, that commit suicide, that are murdered. I mean, come on, people. I mean, how many people have to die around them in order for people to start taking a look and noticing what's going on? So what's true and what's not true, I don't know. All I know is what I read. But I will be very interested to see what happens to Ghislaine Maxwell from here, because she definitely has dirt on some very powerful people. And that should terrify all of us, right? The fact that there are these people that are above the law or that can circumvent the law, especially an ex-president. How was he able to ditch his security and get to the island? You've got Bill Clinton on his plane, I think 27 times on Epstein's plane without his security, his Secret Service. So it just makes you wonder. Now, Jeffrey Epstein was also a member of the Council of Foreign Relations. Look it up, CFR, a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, this guy, even being after a convicted pedophile. He continued to see people like Bill Gates and Kevin Spacey. I'm sure he's probably hanging out with Alec Baldwin and all those Hollywood muckety mucks, right? All these people know each other. They all run in the same circles. Even Trump knows this guy, right? Now, I don't think Trump went to the island. He may have. I would not be shocked, but I'm not a partisan person. I don't really care what your politics are. This is suspicious. And there are people that need to answer some questions. And at least according to the FBI, the only person that was helpful on this was Donald Trump. So what does that mean? I don't know. But, the Clintons didn't respond. Bill Gates, isn't helping the situation. It makes me wonder, is this part of the reason why he got divorced, Bill Gates? I don't know, but it's interesting to me. But when you see pictures like this, you can clearly see how close they are. It's just crazy. Anyways, this is Josh with True Crime Phenomenon, just giving you a quick update on the Jean-Luc Brunel case and where we're at. I'll be following this one closely and just doing some short updates as we go. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would just like to say thank you for all the new subscribers. I mean, it's really taking off quickly. I mean, my channel's been, I don't know, around for 2-3 weeks now. And in the last 3-4 days, I've gotten about 40 subscribers and I know probably about 5,000 views. And I'm trying to put as much content out there as I can. Going to be doing some more DeWitt stuff, some more Scott Peterson. If you haven't watched Scott Peterson stuff, go take a look at that, because there's a lot of compelling information in there that I think you're going to want to know. If you care about justice, this is definitely something you're going to want to see. Anyways, thank you so much again. I appreciate all of the support. Josh, True Crime Phenomenon. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below and let me know what you think. Do you think he was Epstein? Do you think he took his own life, or do you think somebody took it for him? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much.